Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. If this is your first time coming onto my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video and for subscribing if you decide to do so. I would really appreciate it. Today I'm doing the type of video that has become very popular on my channel, and it is a comparison video between two very popular foundations that so many people have grown to love over the years. And I want to kind of give you guys a little bit more information than maybe you're aware of about each one of them, and then you can decide for yourself which one of the two are going to be best for you. So as you've already noticed from the title, the two products that we're going to be comparing and contrasting today are the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear versus Estee Lauder's Double Wear Foundation. And like I said, these two foundations are extremely popular, and for good reason. They are both excellent foundations. I can attest to that because I've used both of them now for quite some time, and personally I do adore and get a lot of use out of both. Originally, I wasn't sure about doing this video because as I was reading the details about each of these foundations, I definitely noticed a common theme. Both of these foundations are incredibly similar to one another, very, very similar. And I thought, you know what? There really isn't too much of a difference between the two for me to do a full video. But after I continued doing more research and really getting down to the fine details of each of these products, I did find some pretty significant differences, and maybe for you it could make or break your decision as to choosing which one you want to purchase. So I'm just going to go through all of the major differences between these two, and then I'm also going to touch on some of the similarities. So first, we got to talk about price. If watching every dollar is important to you, and isn't it to all of us, especially this time of the year with the holidays around the corner, we all want to save as much as possible, you're definitely going to want to go with Estee Lauder because it is the cheaper of the two. Double Wear comes in at $48 Canadian versus $55 for Lancome. Those of you in the US, it's $42 US for Double Wear and $47 for Lancome. So even though the price difference isn't that drastic, you are still saving a few dollars that you could put towards buying another makeup product, for example. So definitely, if you're counting every dollar, and like I said before, both of these foundations really pretty much do the same thing for you, go with Estee Lauder to save a few dollars. One issue that I know irks a lot of people, some couldn't care less, but I know that there are a lot of you guys out there, me included, that get really annoyed when companies do not put pumps on their foundation. And I'm sorry to say, Estee Lauder is one of those companies. I did show you my bottle a moment ago, and it does have a pump on it. There it is right there. But it didn't come with this. I had to purchase this separately. This is a MAC pump, and since purchasing this for my Double Wear bottle, now Estee Lauder has started to sell their own pump, but still, again, it's sold separately. It's not being put onto the foundation and sold as a unit. You still have to purchase the pump separately. Whereas Lancome, they've given you a pump. So if the pump issue is something that really gets to you, maybe Lancome may be the better choice because it is a few dollars more than Double Wear. Maybe you can justify in your mind buying the more expensive of the two because you are getting a pump. Another major difference that I noticed right away when going back and forth using these two products is that the Estee Lauder Double Wear is extremely liquidy, especially in comparison to Lancome. Lancome, as you will see in the inserts that I'm going to show you now, it is a very creamy, much more creamy and moussey type of texture than Double Wear is. Double Wear, for as wonderful of an amount of coverage that you get out of it, it is still a very liquid and runny type of foundation. So having said that, if you are the type of person that likes your foundations to last, you hate having to go out and replace foundations so often because you're running through them so quickly, Lancome is the way to go. Because it is that thicker consistency, you're gonna need a lot less product to get to full coverage. It is a medium to full coverage foundation, just like Double Wear is. They're both medium to full, but you'll get to full a lot faster and with a lot less product if you go with Lancome. Estee Lauder, you're going to have to do a little bit more building because it is a thinner consistency. Double Wear does a fantastic job of covering, but I will say that you will require a little bit more product than Lancome. This is 1 pump of each. Estee Lauder started running down my hand, and the one that is not going anywhere, that is the Lancome. Exactly 1 pump of each. So the exact same amount of product. So you can clearly see how much more liquid the Double Wear is compared to Lancome. And last but not least, probably the biggest difference between these two products that matters the most to me as a combo oily girl, and I'm sure to many of you out there watching that do have oilier skins, Estee Lauder Double Wear is the only foundation that I've ever come across so far that claims to last through heat and humidity. And I know that in many places around the world, summer is long gone, but I know that there are a lot of you out there that are still experiencing very high temperatures. It's very hot, very humid where you are, and you're always having that issue of trying to get your makeup to stay on your face and not melt off. If that has been an issue for you, look no further than Estee Lauder Double Wear. The claim that that company makes is 100% the truth. It is the best foundation that I own as far as standing up to heat and humidity. It is my #1 go-to summer foundation in July and August when it is the hottest where I live. That is gonna be my go-to foundation because I know it's gonna stay put. It's not gonna melt off. It's not gonna sweat off. It is going to stay on and also look good staying on all day throughout the heat and humidity. And Lancome, unfortunately, does not make that claim about their foundation, but I will definitely encourage you guys to try Double Wear if you do have oilier skin and you live in a very hot and humid climate and you have been on the search for base makeup that is going to stay on your face all day and continue to give you the coverage that you want throughout the day and look nice even though it is very hot and humid outside. So that's it for all of the major differences between these two foundations that I found would be most interesting to you guys. So I'm just gonna quickly run down some of the similarities. If you don't already know, both of these foundations are medium to full coverage. You get 1 ounce of product, which is standard. They are both oil controlling. They both have oil controlling properties. They are both excellent for combo to oily skins. They both give a very natural finish to the skin. I know that there are quite a few people out there that do complain about both of these, but especially Estee Lauder Double Wear getting cakey, and that is really more of an issue of using too much product. If you use just enough what you need, and I definitely suggest going in very thin layers. Do not just pump out 3 or 4 pumps and try to get full coverage in 1 layer. That's really never the way to go for base makeup. If you want full coverage, go in lighter, thinner layers. Continue to layer and really only use those extra layers in the areas that you need them and you'll be fine. You will not have any cakiness issues. They both give a matte finish and neither one of the matte finishes that they give are dry and cakey looking at all. The type of matte finish that they give is a very velvety, soft finish. So you don't have to worry about it making your skin look dry, even if you are of a drier skin type. They are both fragrance-free and transfer-resistant. And they both also have SPF, which is something that is very important to point out. Lancome has an SPF of 15 and Estee Lauder Double Wear has an SPF of 10. So because those numbers are so small, you don't have to worry about flashback. I personally have not experienced any issues with flashback using those two foundations, even though they do contain SPF. And last but not least, the shade selection is fantastic across both of these brands. Double Wear comes in at 38 shades and Lancome's Teint Idole is 40. So a really great amount of shades and also a variety of undertones. They both have neutral, cool, and warm undertones to choose from. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found out some more information that you didn't already know about these two amazing products. If you have either one of these or both, please let me know in the comments which one you like more than the other and why. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.